everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how we can make these fun little owls, and we're making them just out of these little paper rolls. So let's make sure we have everything ready in our kits so we can get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need are 2 of these paper rolls. You're going to need from your kits 1 set of these white wings, and then there should be another set of black wings. 2 sets of yellow felt eyes and 2 sets of beaks, gray beaks. Then we want to make sure we have brushes, black and white paint, some water to wash your brushes, and then you'll also need a little bit of glue. I'm using just this clear craft glue, but if you have a grown-up that can help you with hot glue, then that will work great too. That should be all you need. So today I'm just going to be showing how to make this black owl, but you'll also have the materials to make the white owl, so you can do that on your own after you see how to make the first one. As usual, let's make sure we have the area we're working on covered, good clothes on, and let's get started. So first, let's take our paper roll, some black paint, and a brush, and we're going to paint the whole roll black. So I got my black paint and my brush, and I'm just going to start painting this whole tube black. So for this video, I looked up some cool owl facts to learn a little bit more about owls, and I learned that there are 200 different kinds of owls in the world, 200 different species. And in Maine, where I live and where I think most of you live, there are 9 different species, which is really cool to think about how many different kinds of these birds there are out there. I don't think I've seen all 9 kinds of owls, but I have seen a snowy owl, and I think I've seen a barred owl, and both are very, very cool to look at. If you put your fingers in the roll like this, it makes it easier to paint, and then you won't get any paint on your fingers. Just the other day, I was walking with my mom in our yard, and a big owl swooped over us and landed in a birch tree right next to our barn. And it just sat on a branch and was looking at us. We're not sure what kind it was, but it had these really cool gold feathers. And it was really nice to look at before it flew away. Another cool fact I learned online is that the smallest owl is called the elf owl, and it's not from Maine, but it is only 5 to 6 inches tall, which is not much bigger than the pieces we're making today, which is funny. And the biggest owl is called the great gray owl, and that is 32 inches, and that one can be found in Maine, which is pretty cool. So now we have our tube painted all black, and we just want to let that dry before we do any more painting or gluing. So you can pause the video, wait for your piece to dry, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to glue on the wings. So I have my first wing here and some glue, and I'm just going to put some around the edge, oops, and a little bit in the middle. And you don't need too much glue for this. And I'm just going to see where I want it on the piece here. I think I'll put it right about there. Press that on, and I'm going to take the other one, and before I glue it, I'm going to look and see where I want it. I think right about there is good, so I'm going to take some more glue and put it around the edges again. And then just place that right there. All right, and then we'll let that dry. So while the wings on the paper roll are drying, we can paint the face. So on this guy here, I painted a little face and then put the eyes on top. So we want to paint it first and then do the gluing after. So with my white paint, I'm just going to take a brush, and I'm going to do the face here. You can do any kind of shape. I kind of did an oval, but there are some owls that have a heart-shaped face, so you could do that if you want. The way I'm doing the strokes is just not perfect. I'm not making a perfect outline because I want them to kind of look like feathers, like ruffled feathers would. So I don't want it to be too perfect. So I'm just going along the outside and then I'll paint the inside after I have the shape that I like. You can make this space as small or as big as you like. Like I said, I'm just going to fill the inside in. While we're letting the face dry, we can go ahead and do some details here. So again, we kind of want to make them like feathered details, so I'm just going to do some lines like this. The owls we're making today aren't necessarily based on a real owl, so if you had an owl in mind, you could look up a picture and paint your paper roll so that it looks just like that owl. Just like that. Alright, so now we can glue on the eyes. So I'm just going to take a small dot of glue and put it on the back of the eye and then just place that in the white area. Same with the next one. Okay, then you can kind of move them around to get the way you like. And then I'm going to take the beak, same thing, put a little dot of glue, and just put that right in between the eyes like that. Kind of wiggle it to make sure you like where it is. Alright, and then the last step to give a little more life to our owl here is to take your brush in a little bit of black and do some black dots inside of the felt eye. And that really makes it look a little more real. And then just take it a step even further. You can take some white paint and do a little highlight right on the edge here, like that, and just makes it look a little more real. And there's your owl. Right, and here is our finished owl. So again, you should have another tube so you can do the white one now that you know how to do it. And if you have some different colors of paint at home and you want to make a pink owl or a blue owl, totally do it. And now you know how. And make as many changes as you like to this to make it the way you want. So I hope you guys had fun today, and I hope you maybe do some owling and get to see some owls. Now is the perfect time to see snowy owls. So I hope you are lucky enough to see one, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye!